Hello folks, it's May the 11th. I have update on the 1985 Nissan 300ZX Turbo. I've got the fuel tank out, got the pump and the fuel level sensor soaking. I just put the dish soap and water in there. Probably going to replace the pump anyway, so I don't really, whatever. I don't really think too much harm's going to come of the sender if I soak it either. And the gas tank still needs to be cleaned out. I blew out the gas lines front to back, the vapor line that runs the tank to the front. What else? Drained the coolant out of the rad. It's kind of a gross looking mess. That's all I got out of the rad. The unsettling part of this update is the fact that when I loosened the plug on to drain the coolant out of the engine block, I didn't get any coolant. So I guess my next step is to fill the rad end block with water, and then make sure the plugs aren't leaking, and then I'll just leave it. And if I come back to a shop full of water, then I'll have to make a plan from there. I didn't notice anything in the engine oil as far as level goes. I haven't really drained it or anything to know if there's water mixed in with it. If there is, the bearings will be all wrecked from the coolant. So that this car might turn into more of a project than I initially thought. My hope was to have it on the road for this summer, and I think I've decided that if I just have it running, that it would be enough. But if I have to get a new engine block and rebuild a motor, then it's going to obviously take longer. Anyways, as of May the 11th, this is what's going on. I've got a shelf full of pieces. Yeah, I've got brown paper bags for bolts and labeled and everything else. Took the fuel filter out. That's the nameplate that sits on top of the intake. Tools that sit in the trunk. Straps for the gas tank. And that hose is the breather tube that lets the tank breathe when you're filling it with fuel. So yeah, a big piece of insulation sitting on top of my four-wheeler that sits in the trunk. So yeah, that's all.